Hello and welcome. This is your What Spirit Guides Want You to Know pickapile. So pick a card or pick a crystal. We have amethyst, amazonite, tourmaline in a quartz or moonstone crystal, and a tiger's eye. So just concentrate and feel whichever one you are drawn to. In this reading, we'll be looking at what you've been calling in, what you need to release, some self-care, and what's on the horizon. So just take a look. If you need to pause the video, then there'll be some timestamps down the bottom and you can jump ahead and pick your reading. All right, welcome pile one. You were the one that picked the amethyst, the amethyst tower. And this is the card. We've got the sacral chakra card. So this tells me that we are going to be working on a lot of your core issues, things like that. I feel like there is a lot of creativity about you. I do believe you're actually creating a lot of movement in your life at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of movement in your life. I feel like you're really motivated to make a change, and I think there's a lot more coming through with that. Now, just to make sure this is your pile, we're going to ask the cards to just describe who you are and where you are at the moment, just to make sure that you have the right pile. My goodness, I've been getting this card so much lately. Okay, so we got tarantula in the reverse. So tarantula represents fire, so you might be a fire sign, or you are just, I feel like you're just so hardworking at the moment. You're just really determined to get things done, get things made. I feel like a really strong, determined. You're making things at the moment. You're creating things. You're creating a situation, an environment where you feel safe, where you feel like you are at home. I really feel like there's you're actually working on your intuition. I feel like you're becoming a lot more sensitive. Tarantulas have a lot of hair, and I'm just picking up the sensitivity that you're really picking up on what you need to from your environment and working out what's not working for you. But I feel like you're actually creating your own space. I don't know if you are starting a new business, or you've started a new placement in the work you are at, or you're thinking about moving. I feel like there's a lot of learning around this. I'm actually getting documentaries in my head as well, so I don't know if there's a documentary series or things that you've just been really drawn to, but I feel like you've just really been working on yourself and your center, and I feel like there's been a lot of healing being done, and I feel like they're drawing me back to this card. I feel like you're healing yourself. I feel like there's been perhaps some sickness and some issues, and it's more about self-healing, and I feel like there was a lot you had to release from the past, and I've got past wounds, and I feel like you've released that now, and there's this explosion of energies coming through, and that's what they want you to know. You have really created this, and I'm getting peacock feathers, so I feel like this brilliant transformation where you are finally showing your true colors, and I feel like you're like re-emerging out of the darkness and shedding off those layers of perhaps sickness, or transformed yourself. I feel like you might have shed some weight, but I really feel like you're transforming yourself into a new person. So if that sounds like you, this is your reading. If not, remember it is a general reading, so you might want to try another pile, or this is a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone, so just let it go. All right, let me see what else we have. So what we're going to ask the guides is what you're calling into yourself at the moment, and telling me to go here, and we're going to find out what information we have already. Okay, and we've got the healing again. And sorry, you can hear Barkley's barking in the background. And no, they want those as well. That's what they're telling me. Okay, so I want that. Very decisive today. Don't even have to shuffle. Okay, so the healing temple of lunar light, and I feel like this is just exactly what they've been telling me. I've got a really strong feminine energy vibe, so I feel like there might have been an overbalance for some of you in either too much masculine energy, or you didn't have a strength in your feminine energy, and you've really worked really hard in embracing that and unlocking it is the word I'm using. I'm getting a key, unlocking it, and really working on yourself to really balance out the energy. So you don't have to actually be a female, but your feminine energy has to balance out. So the comfort and compassion that you give to yourself, I feel like you've healed a lot of wounds, perhaps with even your mother or matronly connection, or whoever raised you. I feel like there's a linkage in there. There's sort of like a past connection or a past life connection, perhaps even. I don't know if you believe that, but these have been I don't know if you've been communicating, or you're just been communicating with yourself and realizing the issues that have come up, but I feel like you have been working these and releasing them. I'm getting a full moon, so I feel like this full moon releasing energy, and this light has come about you because you have been able to release that. And they're also showing me such a curious dream. I feel like you are really grounding yourself, but I feel like you're also getting a lot of messages. You're going to be the card that is definitely heightening your psychic and spiritual connections, as in you're the ones that have been noticing your the numbers. So you see the numbers on the clock, or your bank statement, or you keep sitting at the table 3 and your 3 is your favourite number, and I'm just getting 333s and lots of ones. So if those are your numbers, this is definitely a reading. And I feel like this is just a lot of this they're saying is pertaining to you being told that you're going in the right direction. A lot of you feel like you're a little bit lost still, but they're just saying, no, keep heading in the right direction. You're going to get there. It's just, it's a long road to travel, but you've made such progress, and you're so different, and there's such a different light shining on you, but there's still a lot to learn. And they said it's your perception is changing and is still going to keep changing. So there's people around you that won't understand this, but that's okay, because you're bringing people in that are going to understand it. And this knowledge that you're bringing in is going to be useful to a lot of people, not just yourself. So they wanted to give you that message. Okay, we're going to ask Spirit what you need to release. They're pointing over here. So there's also another card they want me to draw over there. So I'm just going to do these ones first. But what does pile 1 need to release, or perhaps work on? Okay. All right, here we go. And they're saying over here, so let me just give you this. You've got the... Yep. I'm really getting calming your mind and your spirit. I feel like you often run away with your thought and your mind. I'm just drawn, I'm not sure you can see, there's a little person right on the top of the mountain that is meditating, and I feel like sometimes you rush ahead when something happens, and you feel like you have to either leap ahead, or it has to, I'm getting perfection as well, that you want everything to be perfect, or it to go exactly how you thought it should, or plan ahead. But it's time to just go with the flow and let the universe take control. There's no controlling what's about to happen, but what's coming in is meant for you, and they want you to know to do it with peace. Hold on a second. Sorry about the plane landing on our heads. So what they want you to know is they want you to be as patient as you can, but keep working hard, because I know they said they know you've been working hard, and they know you've taken a few backward steps, but that's okay, because that's what life's about, and you learn from those backward steps, and you learn about how better to move forward in the future. So they want you to know that now is the time for patience, it's for meditation, it's about grounding yourself. They're saying you got a message about, oh, there we go, coming home and grounding. So it's about finding your safe place and grounding yourself in times when you're getting anxiety or stressed about certain situations, that they're not going and flowing as peacefully or as you imagined them, but trusting the universe that it is bringing what you want coming towards you. So just release the fear is what they're saying. Oh gosh, how funny. I got this recently as well. The big blue whale. They're saying it's time to trust that, you know, there are bigger things in life than you can possibly imagine. And some of those are coming for you because you have such great potential. And there's something very infinite in that. And if you allow yourself to be open to what's coming into your life, and free up the reins a little bit, and let the universe guide you, it will guide you to something a lot grander than you even planned for yourself. So I feel like there's something very big if you can just release your need to control every situation. We also have, I feel like there's a decision to be made, and I feel like you're holding on to people that you know you can't hold on to and you can't bring forward anymore, and they want you to know it's okay to release these people. Some are jealous, some are hanging on because they know you're going to be successful, and they want you to know that it is time for you to release them, so that you have enough energy when this thing comes. This is coming through, and you're going to need a lot of energy to contend with it, and that's why they're preparing you and your energy now. So it's about learning who is not. I just feel like there's whispers and things behind your back, and you feel that you can't sort of trust certain people and you can't rely on them, and then those are the people that you know that you need to release. No matter what the situation, because it's better for your health. So that's what they're saying needs to be released. Now we're going to go to self-care. So I'm going to do this, and they're also doing numbers. So, okay, we're going to have a look and see. Ooh. So what are they telling me? Manifesting. So they're telling me keep up with the manifesting. Keep doing your visualizing. Also, if you come across this when the new moon, the full moon's coming through, make sure you've done your manifesting and your releasing of what's you're holding on to, and manifesting new things. Journaling is also very good, they're telling me, for you. Write it down, make it really clear, and make it very just keep it in your mind's eye is what they're telling me. If you keep the focus in your mind's eye of practical things that you want to see yourself doing, and how you want to be energetically and in a partnership, so romantically or emotionally, keep that in your mind's eye, and the universe will give that back to you, because it's all about perception and about your energy. If you hold on to that energy, it will come to you. So they said keep manifesting, and so that's one of the messages about your self-care, pile number 1. And music. Manifesting and music for you. Lovely pile number 1. Now, music, oh look, the kookaburras are singing to you. Also might mean we're going to have some rain, but music, they want you to dance, get some energy, some liveliness in you. They're showing me some agitation, and they're saying when you're stressed, when you can't get those thoughts out of your head, they want you to shake it off. They want you to dance around. They want you to do that free energy movement where your body just takes control, where you don't think about how you're moving, dancing like no one's watching you, if you can get outside and do it in the grass, I know it's probably better to do it when the neighbours can't see you. If you're out and if it's snowing where you are, probably don't do that. But if you can, if you've got a kitchen, do it in the kitchen, do it wherever you can, but just, listen to the music, let yourself feel that beat that will relax you, will release that anxiety, will release those thoughts from your head that you can't release any other way. So that is your self-care message. Nope, they want one more. Okay. And they said family. So they just said, make sure that your family connections are positive ones. So we've got Mother's Day coming up in Australia. So things like that, make sure that you go in with a positive energy, and if it's not working, quick in, quick out, but you don't have to stay around if it's negative. So just make sure you do things for your best interest. And as I said, what was I spinning a number for? But anyway, 12. Okay, so they said they want you to do this for at least the next 12 days. So when you watch this, they want you to do this kind of thing. So not the family thing, but for the next 12 days, they want you to manifest and do your music and really put effort into that. And then we're going to look on to what's on the horizon. And they're going towards the fairy deck, which I love. Okay, this is my fairy deck, but there's actually a couple of decks they want me to pick for you. So that many? Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay. There must be a story in here. Okay, we have the book. Okay, so this one is, I'm having a feeling that there's someone that is making you feel insecure, that's making you feel like you're not as worthy in your life, and that perhaps, I feel like this is a person that's probably been in there long term. It might be someone you consider family or is family, but this is someone who undermines the way you feel about yourself. I feel like it's like subtle words, subtle feelings, and they just said, be aware that this is gentle manipulation, but it's still manipulation, and if you need to put this person aside for healing's sake, then it's important that you do it. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, the dressing of the salad. Okay, so this, I just feel like there's, okay, so there's a lot coming in for you. There's a lot of energies. There's a lot of people that are trying to reattach to your energy. There's a lot of new people that are trying to attach to your energy, and they're all over the shop. There's some good mixed with some bad. And this is the time that they want you to really calm your energy and really cut off the people that like straight away. Like, you don't give them a second chance if you know that they're, if there's a red flag that is just, it's not appropriate, that you do not want in your life, it's something you really need to cut off. They're saying it's about finding the balance and about accepting that you can make those decisions, and it's not about judgment. It's just about if that person fits in your life at the moment, and you've got a lot of things to juggle. And they're saying there's a lot of eggs in the basket, but he's juggling balls, and they're just saying, there's some people that are there to help, and there's some people that are there to deceive you. So just be careful which pile you put people in. Okay, wow. Penelope Dreamweaver. So this for me is just reinforcing the manifestation. I feel like your dreams are coming true. I feel like this is just telling you that don't get stuck in your dream world, because you are manifesting and you're creating them. So take action with these dreams, but hold them in your thought, hold them in reality, and keep them moving, and the momentum is coming. And we have the Sage. So there's a lot of wisdom coming in with this. I feel like you've gained a lot of insight, but I feel like there's also a lot of knowledge coming around. So I don't know if you're going to actually meet someone or have met someone that's bringing you a lot of knowledge, or you've just come across a course or just started a course or some kind of investigation into something that you're really in tune with. But this is telling me that you're going to have a really clarity of knowledge, and that you're really downloading a lot of information about yourself and about the nature of the universe, they're telling me. So time to pay attention, time to be relaxed and clear and really patient with yourself, because there's a lot of information coming in. There are going to be a lot of people coming in and wanting things for you, but now is the time of patience and knowledge is what I'm getting. Okay, yep, they wanted these ones. And so still asking what is on the horizon. Yes, okay. And a couple more. And then what have we got? We have soul searching. So yeah, this is a lot just about introspection, about really looking into your soul self. If you are single, I would suggest that this is also a quiet period time for you, something where people are sort of knocking around that perhaps don't have your best intentions. At mine, there's a bit of chaos in the air at the moment, is what I'm feeling. So just be careful, and maybe it's okay just to be patient with yourself and know that you're in a learning phase and that you're moving things forward within yourself and your knowledge. I do feel like there's people with knowledge and wisdom coming through, maybe not just straight now, but you have so much wisdom, and I feel like the person that's coming in will be able to bounce off you, not drain you. For those who are in a relationship, I feel like it's time to really self-evaluate and really check on how you're communicating with your partner, because I feel like it's either stagnating or it's not in a great place, where I feel like the communication is maybe stalled a little, is what I'm getting. So just maybe a good idea to check that out. We also have the Knight of Feathers, so they're saying take action and focus. So this is really about focusing and really understanding what you want when you're manifesting, when you're heading towards those new goals, those new careers, even that new relationship, or reworking on your relationship. It's really important that you really ask yourself what you truly need and what you actually want, rather than what you think you want. Because often you'll get to the end and go, I don't think that's what I wanted. So they just want you to really be really cunning with yourself and just go, what is it I truly desperately desire, and what would work for me, and what would give me the best universe to live, what would make me the happiest, and then hold that mentally in your head that that's exactly where you're going, and you will get there. And we've got the Queen of Feathers, perception and truth. And there's a lot of honesty and truth. I feel like you're a very honest person, a very truthful person. And it's very hard being, a lot of people aren't even truthful with themselves, but I feel like you're very honest with yourself. And this is what you're working through at the moment, is being honest with yourself, and just making sure that you're being honest with others and telling people what you need. And so I feel like this is where you're headed, is about being other people's truth, is what they're saying, that you will be able to give other people that clarity in the truth that perhaps they can't even see in themselves. And so they said, be strong. This is something that is an important part of who you are, and you have a lot of strength and a lot of determination, and hold true to your goals, because I see you getting them, and I see you getting there, and you're headed in the right direction. You're shining bright at the moment. You've cleared a lot. There's only a tiny bit more to release, and you're on your way. So thank you very much, pile number 1. I hope you have enjoyed this. If it hasn't resonated, then please let it go. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. And I just hope I can see you again soon. Thanks. Hello, this is for pile number 2. So you picked the Amazonite crystal. So this is what your spirit guides want you to know. So this is your card. You picked vulnerability. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who is a gentle spirit, someone who has clearly been through some traumas and is just re-emerging. I feel like someone who is perhaps a little bit more of an introvert than an extrovert, someone who is, I do feel like you might have a connection to dragonflies. You might see a lot of dragonflies, but I feel like there is some connection. I'm actually getting someone might even have a dragonfly tattoo. There is, so that this is definitely your reading if that's the case, but this is someone who is just starting to shed the skin of the past, and this someone might still be in a relationship with someone, but they're working to get out of a relationship. This is someone who is a really gentle soul, someone who works really hard on themselves, and is very hard on themselves, but always has good intentions, and always wants to take care of others. And I feel like they're doing everything at the moment to heal themselves and work on themselves and move themselves forward. So if that sounds like you, then this is definitely your pile. We're also going to pull a few more cards just so that you know this is about you. Then we're going to find out what you've been calling in, what you might need to release, some self-care, and maybe what's on the horizon. So, I mean, this is a beautiful energy, and we've got the Lamb. So I'm not really surprised that you have pulled this card today. I hope you can still hear me over the plane, but the Lamb, it's someone who will give the wool off their own back, who is still someone who is tender-hearted, who very much a family person, who definitely wants to have someone care for them as much as they, you're a very caring person, you care about others a lot, and you want to find someone who cares for you just as much. So if you are not in a relationship, I feel like some of you are still in relationships that aren't working, but you're working on resolving that. And I feel like the other people that I'm talking to are sort of looking for people that are caring people, that are gentle with their hearts. I feel like some of you put on a really brave face, or perhaps even, put on what party mask is something they're giving me, that they, you shy away from giving people your true self sometimes, just because you don't want to be too vulnerable, because you've gotten hurt before in the past. So if that sounds like you, this is your pile. Otherwise you might want to pick another one. Anyway, we're going to ask the cards what you're calling in at the moment, and then we're going to ask some more questions. So let's see what pile number 2. Okay, this one. Okay, we have Skyfire. It says messages, channels, information. I feel like someone is has been blocking or shielding you, maybe from talking to people, or you feel like you don't have all the information, and I feel like you're in the collecting phase of information, where you're gathering information not only about what you feel like you've missed out on, but also about yourself. I feel like some of you feel like you've lost yourself a little bit, and I feel like this is a time where you are trying to find yourself again. And I feel like you're looking, and this is I'm finding, I'm looking heart-centered, so I'm thinking a lot of chakra work. They're pointing this to me, so if any of you have crystals, or if you have rose quartz, I said, put this near your heart chakra. It helps to clear it, helps to heal it. It calls in love. So if that helps any of you, this. But I feel like this is really heart-centered work, and I feel like some of you have had it damaged. Some of you need to build it up a little bit stronger. but self-love as well. I feel like this is a little bit of self-love where you're finding that again and finding the direction you want to take and the strength. I feel like you just need to strengthen that up a little bit, and I feel like that you felt like you've called in the wrong kind of love or accepted the wrong kind of love in the past, and now they want you to they're just asking you to really look within your heart and know that you deserve what your heart is. And I'm telling you this, I don't know if you can see on this card, but there's this beautiful pastel pinks and blues and purples coming out. And this for me is like a lot of your heart chakras are just these beautiful colours that are just these crystalline colours waiting to emerge, and they're so bright and they're so, clear of intention and purpose. And I feel like people have just, taken advantage of that. And, if you saw this, you would just treat it like the most precious commodity. And you should, and people should as well. So please know that is what they're telling you. And what are they telling me? Okay, so they're saying, what do you need to release? And they want me to use these cards. So what is it time for number pile number 2? My Amazonite pile. Ooh. Time for them to release. Okay, I think I have this. Yes, I have them upside down. So, okay, we've got the 9 of crystals. So the 9 of earth, security and abundance. So I feel like to move forward, you feel like you're going to lose your security. And I feel like that is a lot of why you accept less. I feel like you don't realize that you have a lot more security and abundance when you release your need to be attached to things, either places, people, or things that you have locked yourself into in a belief that they give you security. And they're saying that it's really important that you release those and give them back to the universe, knowing that anything that is truly yours will come back to you. So if you release it and give it wholly to the universe, you will be safe and you will be protected. So it's about trusting yourself and knowing that you will be in a safe place and you will be secure if you do it. They're saying if you do it in the right manner, and they're just saying, look, for some of you, I just want you to be careful and do things gently, and there's a few of you that do overreact and know how to poke the bear and do it in either relationships, different forms of relationships. They're just saying, just be careful when you decide to stand up for yourself. But because some people aren't going to react like you would and be as gentle as you are. So they just want, and that's just a message for a few of you, but just be careful is that message. But in what they're saying is that the security has to do with you holding on to places and people and things where if you let them go, you definitely have a lot more energy, freedom, and feel a lot more like yourself. So that's one thing. Is there, no, they said not those. They're wanting these ones and these ones. Okay, we'll go. So what can we get pile number 2 to release? Okay. Okay, express your sensuality. So I feel like some of you have perhaps lost the energy or the belief in yourself, but I feel like you're a very attractive, you have a very sexual energy, and I feel like it's time for you to reawaken that. And it's about really self-love, and once you find that love for yourself and release that, and it's really about self-care as well. You take care of yourself and make yourself feel attractive to you, and then it will change not only your perception but others' perception about you, and you'll feel that need and that want to be, you know, sexual again, and that energy around that. So some of you might have been, you know, feeling a little bit low on that front, and they said it's just about self-care and about a need to do it for yourself rather than for anybody else. And what have we got? Oh, okay. And if anybody is not going out and playing with their animals, going gardening and doing those things, if you've got a zoo or something, or if your neighbours have got a pet that you could hang over the fence and pat, I'd suggest it's a good time to do that, because I feel like you need to release some stress and anxiety, and I think the need for nature and grounding energy in the vibration of animals, especially little fluffy cutie furry ones, is really important at the moment, because I feel like there's a lot of stress that needs to be, and they're saying, you know, there's a lot of sexual tension. Some of you have lost your libido, is what I'm getting. But some of you, and this will help with that as well, but to release that stress and to really find that energy again, you really need to, you know, discharge that energy some way. And a really good way to reduce stress is furry animals, or you know, if you like the slippery they're saying there's slippery scaly ones too. Oh, okay, yep. So some of you might be the lizard snake people that really love those and scaly ones, and some of you might be the year of the dragon, I'm getting, because there's a lot of dragons in these coming through. So if that's your Chinese horoscope, this is definitely your reading. But they're saying, you know, get out. Okay, also frogs, if frogs is your symbol, they're just saying, you know, time to get up, jump forward and get into the outdoors, because time to get moving. Oh, sorry, that's Barkley. He's always happy to get moving out the gate as fast as he can. We're going to go with some self-care while Barkley decides to annoy the neighbours. Oh, no, that one definitely wants to. Mountains. So there we go. They want you outdoors. They want you, if you're too tired to go for walks, even if you just go and sit, go for a drive to a scenic view, but you know, I'm just getting views, getting out, getting, yeah, we're getting a lot of mountains here. So if that's something, they're just saying clearing your head, clearing your mind, giving yourself space. So that's one self-care that they want you to do. And we're getting dance. So I feel like we have some party people hiding under all this. So, but they're going dance like no one's watching. So, okay, dancing around the room. We are, you know, being, you know, just releasing whatever it is. So favourite music, favourite, they're saying, no, you know, so not no sad songs. They're saying, you know, whatever makes you get up and move and feel like the movement is making your body move. That's the kind of dancing they want. And what else for my lovely pile number 2? What self-care can we do? And no, that's too many cards. There we go. Time away. So if you can't go away yet, or even if it's, you know, just time by yourself, which is like sitting, you know, going somewhere special in a nice environment, you know, if it's a day spa, if it's just anything, just so it's time away, something that's just for you, something that's just something really special, do that for yourself. So time to just, you know, beautiful views, dance like no one's watching, get yourself some time away, some time to really heal yourself, and then what's going to happen? We're going to look on to what's on the horizon, what's coming up once all this, oh, here we go, a leg up. Someone is coming with some really good news, and they're going to help you and help you move forward. I feel like there's offering of either places to go, people like new jobs, it might be a new place to live. I just feel like there's there's new ventures to be taken, is what they're giving me. So there's, yeah, you're going to be offered things to get you out of the situation where you are at the moment. Serendipity, it's all about timing and what you wish and what you've been wishing for and what you've been working on yourself for, and it's all coming now. And I feel like if I'm getting the green frogs again, so if you are seeing green frogs, if they're coming up on your TV screen, if they're in your backyard, you know, this is your lucky sign. It's coming, and it's coming soon. And then one more thing about what's on the horizon is the tribe. Now, if you haven't been connecting with your tribe, with your group of friends that you know uplift you, if you've been hiding away from them, they're saying it's time to maybe get away with them, maybe reconnect, maybe make the effort to, you know, just have those special times, have those childlike times, those play times with them again, because that's what is going to really enrich your lives. And also I feel like there's new connections to be made. So if you're single, this is, you know, I feel like someone might have met someone that, you know, could know someone else. So if you're looking to meet someone, and 8, they're showing me 8, there's a lot of 8s here and a lot of legs. So if you're a leg person or you like 8s, no, if you see 8s, also frogs and 8s, or lots of legs. Anyway, I hope this has resonated with you. Hope you've liked it. If you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you could. Otherwise, I just really hope I will see you all again. Thanks again, pile number 2. Hello and welcome, pile number 3. You have picked the tourmaline in either it's a crystal quartz or a moonstone, I'm not sure. And I'll put that here. And you have picked the earth, nurture nature card. So we're going to ask spirit guides what they want to tell you. We're going to ask what you're calling in at the moment, what you need to release, self-care, and what is on the horizon. So what this card is telling me straight away is that you are very much working from your heart chakra at the moment, and also on your solar plexus card. So I feel like you have been really finding the need to ground yourself lately. I feel like that you have been getting drained from a lot of people, even from the changing weather situation. So I don't know if you've been locked indoors, I don't know if it's been raining for you, but I feel like not connecting and getting out as much you find draining. So if this sounds like you, this is your card, this is your pile. If not, please try another pile. Remember, it's a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. We're going to pick another card just to make sure this is you. So I'm going to describe what I see about you, and then we're going to find out. Oh wow, okay, so we've got elephant, and in this deck the elephant is represented with fire. So this also might mean you are a fire sign, but I feel like you have a strength of energy, and I feel like this is someone who is mentally strong, who is mentally quite not just intuitive, but you are, I'm just getting, you're good at quizzes, you're good at things that are out of the box. You're good at working things out, puzzling things out. You're good at working out people, not just things. You have an energy about you that people are drawn to. It's not necessarily someone who is high, that you'd say you're high energy, but your energy draws people in where people feel very comfortable with you, where people want to be around you, because they do feel like you are a calming presence, but a strong presence. They trust the words you speak. They know you are honest and determined. I feel like there's you are someone who would be put in a leadership position, or someone who people see as someone that they would put in a leadership position. I'm also getting you might suffer from migraines, headaches, things like that. So this might be also another connection. There's an overworking of mind, someone who's always seeking knowledge, seeking information, someone who can't let something go. If someone mentions it, it's about, no, I need to know the answer to that. No, I'll have to look that up, and I'll have to find out the information, because it's something that will niggle at the back of your mind. It's like you like to piece together puzzles in your own head, and it frustrates you if you can't work things out. So if that sounds like you, this is your pile. So we're going to ask Spirit to see what you're calling into you at the moment. So saying this is your... Sorry, having troubles picking these ones up today. And here we go. What you calling? Oh, here we go. The ancient ones. Okay, so here we are. This is telling me that you're calling in knowledge from outside. I feel like you are looking for more than just answers. I feel like you're seeking understanding of what's truly going on, clarification of either issues or the situation. I feel like this is about understanding the wholeness of the situation. So I'm not sure if this is in business or in just world politics, or they're just saying once you find something, you need to know the whole part of it. So if it's to do with the spiritual realm, then you want to know, everything you can about it. If it's to do with the stock market, then you want to know exactly how it works, who gets the money, and how are you going to make yourself rich? This is how this your mind is working, and it's just like what you're calling in is what you're focused on, because they're just saying you're getting a bit of a one-track mind. You get into if I'm focused on this one thing, and I tend not to, they're saying you tend not to split your brain into more than one direction, so all your effort and energy goes to one direction at a time. And I feel like you want to be able to see past people's masks. You want to see past they're saying you want to see underneath what they're really up to. You feel like a lot of people are not telling you the truth at the moment, so I feel like you're looking for information about that. So I feel like it's like truth seeking is what I'm getting at the moment. So I'll see if I can get any more clarity on that for you. Ooh, this is a bit different to my other pile. So, okay, power and perseverance. So I feel that there might be a bit of a power struggle going on in a situation. Could even be in your family. And I feel like you don't have the right information. I feel like there is something going on underneath that you feel like you're not seeing, and you're trying to hold back until you know what's really going on. I feel like you're holding yourself back till you get all the information, and it is about people subverting power. So they're saying they're just trying to I feel like there's some manipulations going on, and you're trying to call in as much information and knowledge at the moment. So however that is coming across for you, I feel like this is a time for you. That's what you're focused on at the moment. There's one thing. I'm also getting transformation and liberation, and I feel like this is something you're not going to be able to control and that you're just going to have to let it go to the universe. I feel like it has something to do with someone else and they have to make the decision and you're not actually going to be able to affect their decision making, and you're just going to have to let it go, and just be grateful that however it goes, that they'll be able to deal with it. I feel like you like to deal with it for people rather than yeah, so this is about intuition. So I feel like because you can read people and you see people very clearly, you want to protect people from bad decisions and bad situations. But what the guides want you to know is that you can't protect them because it's often lessons they're learning that they need to move forward, and they need to become better people if once they learn them. And even though they're hard lessons, it's lessons they have chosen themselves. So they said, as much as it's hurtful to sit back and watch people, all you can do is give them the knowledge you have, and then let them take control of what they choose to do, and you have to release it and not have any ties to it. So that's really important. Okay. They're going to say what you need to release. So I think that was more about what you need to release, which is control, really, about trying to control the need to help everyone and help others avoid hurt. Okay. Now, we've also got, you have been giving everything you need, and Miss Spiderweb, reconsider your alliances, make new connections. So I feel like it's time to put yourself out there, and maybe they're saying sort of like detach from the people that you know, so that you can, you know, there's some people that you're propping up that you don't need to, that you can sort of release now, and that will leave room for new connections to come in. And I feel like there's a little bit of fear around making new connections and putting them in your trust zone, because I feel like there's a strong amount of loyalty and connection where it takes you a while to put loyalty, to give someone loyalty and add them into your group, or your I feel like it's a small group of people that you really trust. This is telling me that I feel like you have all the information you need, and that you don't need all the information on everyone. You just have to go with your instinct, and your instinct is good, and you just have to trust that the situation will work out as best it can. And even if it doesn't work out, it's for the best, and just to release that into the universe, knowing that whatever happens, it was for the best, and that there's a reason for it. And that's what they want you to know about that. They want me to move on to self-care, and your self-care is pile number 3, journal. So journaling, I feel like you are the person with information trapped in your head, and it's really good to get that out on paper and just write it down, just get it out. They're saying you can put it on a dictaphone kind of a thing where you can speak it in, but just make sure you get it out there. It's really important to take it from your headspace and put it out there, and that's going to help you release it. What else do they want you to know? Beach. Okay, they're showing me beach and fun, and they're saying negative ions, and they're saying so the energy to reconnect, to ground yourself. I feel like when you work at one thing or you worry about one thing too much, you're creating an imbalance in your personal space. So they want you to go to waterfalls or beaches or things where you know that you find it grounding and cleansing, and make sure that you immerse yourself in that environment and, you know, play a little bit. And they said one more. Ooh. And you got dance. So time to get up and move and groove. So that means, you know, doesn't mean on a dance floor. It means, you know, party in your house by yourself. Turn on your favourite tunes, your old favourites, you know, that used to if anybody knows a blue light disco, just aged myself, when you used to go when you were kids and you used to go to the discos and you used to dance and put on those tunes because you just can't help yourself. You just hear them again, you have to move. Do those and just let the music take you, and don't worry about what you look like. Just feel the music, have a dance, have a great time. And what is on the horizon? What do they want to tell you? You have to look forward to. Okay, time for a nap. Okay, so it looks like you need to take a break. So let other people take care of themselves, let other people do their own worrying, and you time to take a break. Let those mental functions and all those, that worrying and all the release, time to release and do something that is just off grid, offline. They're telling me, yeah, off social media. They just said take a break, time to take a break to yourself and just rest and relax. And then you'll be surprised, but someone's going to help you move forward. And they said there's someone new coming in for you, and they're going to help you get a leg up and move towards in the direction that you want to go, rather than you helping others move in their direction. And they said, careful of the chaos and conflict. They will try and come back in. I feel like you have set yourself up in a way that people come to you for help because you like to help others and you like to be needed. And they said it's time to release the need for that, and you know that they are perfectly capable of taking care of themselves, and it's time you release the need to that you want to feel better by helping others to instead of don't do it for them, is what they're saying. Don't do it for them, make them do it for themselves, and that will give you just as much pleasure because you'll see them growing. You don't need to do everything for them. All right, well, thank you, pile number 3. Thank you for joining me. I hope this has resonated with some of you. And if not, maybe try another pile. But if you have haven't subscribed and would like to, I'd really appreciate it. And hopefully I will see you again very soon. Thanks a lot. Hello, pile number 4. You have picked the Tiger's Eye, and we will start with your Oracle card. Now, this is what your spirit guides want you to know about what's coming up for you, what you're calling in, what you need to release, some self-care, and what's on the horizon. So we've got the crown chakra, the unlimited self, and I feel like this is about someone who has finally released the need to please others, someone who has finally unlocked the need to do what others wish them to do, and just sees themselves as a whole and total self, rather than someone that needs to be part of something or doing something in particular to be seen by others or to be worthy or valuable. And I feel like this has unlocked this amazing energy and beauty and potential in you. So if that sounds like you, this is definitely your reading. I'm also going to pick another card just to make sure this is yours. Otherwise you might wish to choose another pile. So, now mouse has definitely flipped out. So I'm going to leave that for a minute and see what other one flips out. Okay, bear. Oh, well, there we go. We have the bear and the mouse. Isn't that funny? Okay, so I feel like we have a bit of a duality in personality for you, pile number 4. I feel like you are a bit of a, people come, you're a bit of a fighter. You come across to people as someone who can take care of themselves and can take care of others, but also who you know, I feel I'm getting the word scrapper. Some of you are a bit of a scrapper, so if that makes sense to you. But I feel like you, but I get really soft-hearted, gentle-hearted, someone that, you know, cares for like the timid, the young, and I feel like that's because you weren't, perhaps when you were young, you were, you know, you were the shy, you were bullied, you were not, you know, I just feel like that you weren't as taken care of that you wanted to be, so you come across now as a little bit gruff and a little bit they're showing me, but really you're just so kind-hearted. I feel like you protect the weak against the bullies, and you're not as strong as you make out, but you don't like, you know, you stand up for the underdog is what I'm feeling. So if that sounds like you, this is definitely your reading, and you definitely got a beautiful, kind heart. You definitely work hard at what you do. You squirrel away at things. You really work on that. I also get that there's a playfulness in you, something that you've never lost, and that you're very good with children as well. Like you really know how to get down on their level to play with them. So if that sounds like you, then this is your reading. Okay, so we're going to say, what are you calling in at the moment? Like, what's coming through? Duty. So, okay, I feel like, yeah, this is telling me that you feel duty bound to work really hard, and I feel like you always have. You always feel that you need to work harder than the rest to prove yourself. I feel like this is coming back through from childhood. I don't know. This comes through that this was always put in, that you needed to try harder and do better to prove yourself, and I feel like you're still trying to prove yourself to others, and this is something that you're slowly releasing. And I feel like someone or people have come into your life and has seen you in a different light and finally allowed you to see yourself in a different light, and that has helped you release the need to attach yourself to other people's beliefs that you have to do or be anything that you truly want to be. And I feel like you're finally, you know, embracing who you are and who you want to be, rather than what you were told you have to be. But I still feel like you have a sense of duty to succeed in certain ways in certain areas, and especially in the money sense of things. It's still, I still feel like that has a handle on you. So I feel like still you're striving for that, but I feel like it's a little bit more for you now than for others. Okay, so what else can we tell? Oh, yes. So this might be about what you need to release and what you're also calling in, because sometimes they seem to be overlapping. Okay, let's see what these cards and the guides have to tell me. Okay, the Time Master and the Sun. Okay, so I'm not sure if any of you are Leos, or if you're a sun sign or you're an earth sign, but we're getting a lot of fire signs and earth signs coming through at the moment. So that's Taurus and Virgo and, oh gosh, I've completely forgotten now. Libra? No, that's air. Anyway, you know who you are. So we've got the sun coming through, and I feel like you're very much an outdoorsy person. Like the sun reinvents you and reinvigorates you. So if you don't get enough sun, you get in a bit of a slump, and it's I feel like a time pressure, and I've just drawn to this infinity sign, and I feel like you have infinite they're saying you have infinite potential, and you have so many things you want to achieve, and so many things that you want to do, but so little time, and you feel this pressure of time and of succeeding in this amount of time. And I feel like this great knowledge of, and I feel like you are a seeker of knowledge. So with this information coming through, you're just you keep getting pulled in all different directions. And I feel like, oh, but I want to do that, and I want to do this, and I feel like it's like you're still time constrained, and I feel like you need to release the need to do things in a certain timely manner, and that just accepting that they will come as they come for you, and that your life is not going to sit like other people's lives do, that you will succeed in the order that you succeed in, and that you just need to release the idea that they have to come in a certain order, that you have to do things in a certain order, like babies, marriage, house, those kind of conventional ideas. There's nothing wrong with those ideas, it's just I don't see you, pile number 4, doing them in that order. I also feel like there is a connection with you, with your ancestors and past, so I don't know if you're going to be looking into or have been trying to find out about your ancestors and your past, or your lineage, I can't even say it, your line of ancestral birth. I feel like some of you are searching for missing family members. I actually don't feel like you are going to find that in this lifetime, the answers for that, so I'm sorry. So they want you just to be able to release that even if you don't find the answers, that you'll be okay with that, and that you are who you are because of who you choose to be and the world you choose and how you choose to see it. And you can see, I feel like you see the world as quite magical and quite beautiful, and that's a special place for you to be, and you show others how beautiful the world can be. And you've seen the darks and the lights, and the light side of the world and the dark side. So the fact that you can see such great potential and light in the world is a beautiful thing. And you should definitely share that with people that tell. And this is the self-care they wish you to do for yourself. Pile number 4. Okay, they want you to manifest. So they want you to keep in mind exactly, they're saying it's a bit hard for you because you have so many things and it bounces around, but keep exactly what you want, and not, keep it in mind in a way that you know it's not just realistic, but think big, but also think in one direction at a time. So if you want something, then head in one direction, they're telling me, because they said you can't head north, south, east and west all at the same time. You're going to be split in two. So make sure you're manifesting in one direction for one point, and see yourself there, and you'll be surprised how fast you can get there. Friends, they said, make sure they're friends and allies, and that they're not mistreating you, and they're not taking advantage of you. And they said, so put the effort into the friends that are your true friends, and spend time with those, because they're the ones that see the real you. And they said, you know who I'm talking about, the ones that uplift you and help you work on yourself, rather than the ones that get you into trouble and doing past mistakes is what I'm saying, past things that perhaps you don't want to be doing again. So they're just saying, go back into, the friends that, you'll do things with, that enjoy. And the other thing is the forest. So wherever the forest is for you, it might be on a boat, so this is just representing, a quiet, calm place where you can take yourself and just refresh, re-energize, but somewhere that, that you can just be at peace. And so make sure you take yourself there and be calm and be peaceful, because I think they're saying that's really necessary. Spend time with those friends that really deserve your time, and that really appreciate your time, and that will really uplift you, the ones that really see you for who you are, and manifest exactly what you want. And that will definitely move you into the next stage. And then we're going to go for what's on the horizon. This is my favourite bit. What good things can we tell pile number 4, our lovely tiger's eye pile. What's coming up for you? What's on the horizon? Okay, oh, there's a fork in the road. So if you've been looking to move, change jobs, maybe even, you're about to make a decision, there's definitely 2 choices. And there's the fun way, and there's the long and hard path. And it's up to you to be wise about which one you really want to go on. And they're saying, it's wise to make a long-term decision rather than one that will be fun for the short term. Because I feel like you might have been making a lot of short-term decisions and going on the fun path for a while, and now might be the time to choose the other road. And I feel like there might be some settling down for a few of you, where you actually find a place that feels, or a person, they're saying, oh, okay, a person or a place that feels like home, and you actually create a nest and a space just for you. And that, I don't know if you're buying a new home or just moving into one, or, you found someone that you want to make that commitment to. But I do feel like there's some commitments and things really, oh, wow, and peace. So I feel like a lot of you haven't had that. I feel like you've been struggling with internal struggles for a while, and I feel like a lot of you are coming to a time where you're actually finding some peace within yourself, and maybe even the people around you are actually finding your center. So, all right, well, I hope this has answered some of your questions. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Remember, this reading is a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. If you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, I'd really appreciate that. Hopefully I will see you again very soon. Thanks again.